Hello everybody, it's FoxyNoTail here, and this is a quick tutorial on how to make a Minecraft server. Now there are lots of different types of servers you can have. There's just a pure vanilla server for playing with your friends. There are modded servers that allow you to add mods into the actual server package, and you need them on your computers as well, so you can play with mods with your friends. And there's also CraftBukkit servers, but today I'm just going to look at the very basic normal bog standard server, and if you don't know where to start, your best bet is to go to your Minecraft website, and if you go to download it here and click on the Minecraft server, and this will be the latest server version. Now if you look here, you've got the exe version, which is for Windows only, and down here you've got the Minecraft server.jar. Now the difference with those is this one's for Windows only, this one's for Mac and Linux, but it does work on Windows. And to be honest, I don't know if there are any major differences. I know this one has a graphical user interface, which we don't really need, and this one you need to use with the command line. I personally normally go for this one, so we'll go for this one for this episode so that I know it's going to work. So click on download. If you're using Chrome, click keep, and once it's done, drag it to a folder where you want the server to be stored. I'm just going to pop it on my desktop for now, and I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to make a new folder on the desktop called Minecraft server. If I can type 1.7.10, because that's this version, I'm going to pop that in there. What you may also want to do, if you are wanting to make a modded server or something like that, not because this server version's there's anything wrong with it, but if you want to do mods tend to be more compatible with previous versions, or there's more VODs available for previous versions, because the mod developers themselves take a while to catch up. So go to Google and type in old Minecraft server versions, and you'll get hopefully mcversions.net website up, and this allows you to download pretty much all of the Minecraft versions, server and client versions that are out there. Mods currently, as we speak today, which is the 15th of July 2014, are most compatible with 1.6.4 and 1.7.2. CraftBukkit certainly at the moment doesn't really go higher than, although there are, I think, unstable releases for 1.7.9, goes to 1.7.2, 1.6.4 as well for CraftBukkit is there, and also Forge mod loader. I think you can get it for 1.7.9, but again 1.7.2 I think is their most stable release if you're doing mods, and you do need the Forge mod loader for both the server version and your client on your PC that you're going to be playing on. If you don't know what a server is basically, it runs the game Minecraft, but you can't see anything. It just holds all your world and all your saved information. So any players that join your world, it'll remember who they are and where they were, and it'll remember all the blogs that are in your world. But you still need to run the actual game to play on it. So it just runs in the background and allows other people to connect. So what do we do first? If you double click on that, it should, it starts building the actual server itself. Because the jar file, I don't think it's going to run. It might do, but I doubt it very much. So what we need to do is create a batch file, which is new. If you go to new, right click in the folder, new text document, type in run.bat, get rid of the .txt. If you can't see the .txt on the end of that, you need to go to your folder options by pressing Alt. This is on Windows 7, by the way. It may be different in other Windows version. Press Alt to get this menu here, Tools, Folder Options, and if you go to View, down here you've got hide extensions for known file types. Make sure that's unchecked, and you'll be able to see the last three letters after all your files, so you can see what they are. So in Run, if you double click that, it won't do anything. So right click it and click Edit, and then you get this. Sorry, I've got two screens, so I keep dragging everything back onto my screen because it's all loading on the other screen, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, so we've got this run thingy. I'm going to open one I made earlier for a different server, just so I don't have to remember off the top of my head exactly what was in it. Right, Now all of these commands in here basically tell the server to start. Now we don't need all of those, and if you go to the Minecraft, back to the Minecraft.net website, bear with me, it does actually show you, there is a quick tutorial here on what commands you actually need to start running the server. Now lots of people try and stick as much RAM into the server as possible, and now that your RAM are these options here. You don't need really any more than a gigabyte of RAM, and you can even get away with 512 megabytes of RAM, depending on how big your server is going to be and how many players are in it. If you're going to have a huge server, then you're going to need more RAM, but this isn't. If you're going to go for a huge server, you really want to be using the CraftBukkit server, because that's better for anti-griefing and managing your players and everything like this. This is the Minecraft vanilla server is a very basic server. So we'll copy this into here, into our run.bat, and we're going to get rid of all the rubbish that we don't need, and which is pretty much all of this here. See, I've got 4 gig in there because that was a heavily modded server, so I'll drop those down to 1 gig, and then we need the actual name of the file here. So the quickest easiest way to get this is to click on it, press F2, and then right click, copy. Get rid of that there. You won't have all this, you could just write it in straight away and paste. So we've got Java -server. This tells Java that we're wanting to run a server, so it sets it up so it runs more as a background service than an application. XMX memory 1 gig, XMS memory 1 gig, which I do 1G. If you want it to be megabytes, you could do 512 for 512 M for megabytes. -jar, this tells Java that we're running a jar file, and then Minecraft server 1.7.10.jar. No GUI means it doesn't come up with the normal graphical user interface that we need. We don't need that. And then pause just allows that to run in the background without it shutting down. Now, even if you've got the EXE version here, you still need this jar bit there. So this is the text you want in your bat file. Once you've done that, file, save, you can close that, and hopefully if we double click it now, it should, there we go, it starts running the server. You need to agree with the, what? Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Oh, okay. Right, this must be new in 1.7.10. I never had this before. It's asked us to agree with this. This is, I don't know if you've seen recently on Twitter or in the Minecraft news, there've been big debates over the rules around running a server for Minecraft. Mojang have started stamping down on their rules. So this basically says you've got to agree with it before you start it. So just change this to true, press save. Close that, and hopefully now when we press run, it should, there we go, starts loading a server. Now this will automatically create a brand new world. You've got no options for it so far, that you can then log into your Minecraft. So if I open Minecraft now, bear with me while everything loads. If I go to 1.7.1 vanilla and play, then I go to multiplayer. If I've already got a server set up in mind. If you don't have a server set up in here, sorry, I went to multiplayer, go to add server, and you call it whatever you like in there, it doesn't matter. And in here you need to put, if you're playing it on the same computer your server's hosted on, it's 127.0.0.1. This is called a local host. And you click done, and as you can see, that's come up there. If you're joining it from a computer that's not connected, if you're on the same internal network, i.e. you're all plugged into the same router, you need the computer's network address, which is, if you go into network and sharing settings, if you click on local area connection or a Wi-Fi connection and details, it's this number here. So for me it's 192.168.0.200. If you want people to connect from outside your network, so if they're not in your home or they're not on your Wi-Fi, if they want to play from their houses, you need to get your external IP address, which I can't show you mine for security reasons, but you need to go to whatismyip.com and it'll show you there what it is. and then you just pop that into this bit here on the people that you want to join. The people that want to join, sorry, pop that in there, and they should be able to see your server. So we'll double click on that just to make sure it's working. On here, as you can see, it says FoxyNoTail's joined the game, and this is the random seed that it's made. Now, if you want to play a world that you've already started, if you want to play a saved world that you've already made, we can come out of this, close the game. If you type into the server stop, that will shut it down properly. Press any key to continue, get rid of that. This is the world here, the world folder. We'll get rid of that. Press delete, yes. And let's get from our saves folders in Minecraft. So I've already linked, I've got a desktop shortcut to my Minecraft save folders. Yours should probably be in C drive, probably. Users, your username, app data, roaming.minecraft, and then saves. So grab a save. So for instance, let's chuck in test world. In fact, let's not. Let's do Foxy's choice. Copy that. And then right click on here and paste that in there. And then we need to go to server properties here, double click on that. If double clicking on that doesn't open a text document, if you right click on it and go to open with, and then click notepad, and if it doesn't show notepad there, go to browse, go to your C drive, Windows, and in there you'll find notepad. Click open, and then it'll open with notepad. In here, got loads of different options, and the ones we're interested in to make it work for our new save game or our old save game, we need to, whatever that's called, so Foxy's choice, I'm going to press F2, click copy so I get it exactly right, click away from it to make it go away, and in here I should have a level name that says world. I'm going to right click that and then click paste. That puts my Foxy's choice in there. You can pop a seed in there if you want it to. If you deleted world and you're not going to use a save and you wanted to use just a seed from scratch, a brand new seed, you can put a seed in here. You've got things like spawn NCPCs that turns villagers on and off. Whitelist, if you only want to allow certain people in, you can use a whitelist feature and you can set that to true. Animals, hardcore, loads of different modes here. There's another one down here that is useful, which is Motd, and that's a Minecraft server. That basically is when you load the game up on your client. In fact, I'll show you this again. Let's load Minecraft up again. Sorry, I shouldn't have shut that down completely. Well, I've done play offline, so it won't work now. I didn't give it time to log on. But anyway, multiplayer. Your Motd is... Start again. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm going too quick for my computer. Play. There we go. I'll explain that in a moment as well. Yeah, your Motd is... It's not, my server's not on, so it's not going to come up, but it's this bit here. You see where it's got information here on the servers? So if I change that to Foxy's choice as well by right-clicking it, selecting it, sorry, right-clicking and clicking paste, and then I save this, if I close that and click my run again, once my server's started, if I click refresh there, hopefully my server, there you go, it's come up with Foxy's choice on my server underneath. So this bit here is the Motd. If I double click that now, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be in my saved game that now all of my friends can come and join in on. It won't change anything in your Minecraft folder save game. It's a brand new world as far as it's concerned. No. Right, okay. Mojang servers are down for maintenance. That's really handy while I'm doing this video. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so I'm in this world. So now all of my friends can come and join this world and play it with me. So let's get rid of that. Disconnect again. I won't quit game. I'll just minimize it this time. Don't forget that if you invite people in, you share your IP address with them, be very careful, because they can access your computer if you haven't got a very good firewall or a virus scanner. So don't share it with people you don't know. And if you do share it with people, just bear in mind they can grief your server, which means they can break your stuff that you've been spending ages building. So always make a backup. And if you've got WinRAR or WinZip or something installed, to make a backup, the easiest way, right click on your game folder, click add to archive, and then just click OK. And there you go, you've got a backup there. No one can break that. And if anything breaks in this one, you can delete it and then just extract files on this one. And there we go, it's back again, just as it was before. Right, so the other thing I was going to show you how to do, sorry, the music's playing on this, it's doing my head in. Can we turn the sound off for a second, please? What was I saying about doing? Oh yeah, offline mode. If you, when I loaded that game up there, you could see that before it started, it came up with play offline down here and then to play. If you've got no internet connection and you're on the same computer as the server and you go into play offline mode, you won't be able to connect to your server unless in the server properties you put this online mode to here to false. But however, if you do that and somebody externally logs into your game with a fake username, even if you've got a whitelist enabled with their name in it, they will be able to log onto your server. So it's very important that when you're using it live online, you keep that on true and make sure everyone's actually logged into a paid version of the game. Otherwise you could end up with anyone in there. Right, so that is pretty much just about it. I'll hopefully do another one of these soon with how to put mods in, and a CraftBukkit one as well. But for now, that should get you going so you can play with your friends. And if you're struggling with any of that, or some of that didn't seem to make sense, or you've done all that and it's still not working, first of all, I'd say check your firewall settings and your virus scanner, make sure that's not blocking it. Make sure on your router for your broadband or your Wi-Fi that your port forwarding settings are allowing you to come through on this is the port that it's trying to use, so make sure that's enabled and pointing to your computer. And if that's not working or you don't know how to do that and you're still having problems, then drop me a comment and I will see what I can do for you. But for now, that should just about do you. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that helped everybody. Sorry my voice seems very deep and croaky this morning. It is really early in the morning. I've just got out of bed and I promised somebody on Twitter I'd do this, so hopefully this will help them. So thank you. See you again soon. Bye.